Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is October 21st, 2025, and we're diving into Lockheed Martin's latest earnings report for the third quarter of 2025. Joining us is John, our senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Lockheed Martin has just released their Q3 2025 financial results, and there's a lot to unpack, from their sales performance to strategic initiatives and future outlook.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. Lockheed Martin reported sales of $18.6 billion for the third quarter of 2025, up from $17.1 billion in the same quarter last year. John, what does this tell us about their performance?
This increase in sales is a strong indicator of Lockheed Martin's robust demand, particularly in their aeronautics and missiles and fire control segments. Their net earnings remained stable at $1.6 billion, but the adjusted earnings per share of $6.95 exceeded the analyst's forecast of $6.33, which is a positive surprise for investors.
And what about their cash flow?
Cash from operations was impressive at $3.7 billion, a significant increase from $2.4 billion last year. This improvement is largely due to better working capital management and lower tax payments.
Strategic initiatives and shareholder returns. Lockheed Martin has been active in returning value to shareholders. Can you elaborate on their recent initiatives?
Absolutely. Lockheed Martin returned $1.8 billion to shareholders through dividends and share repurchases. They've also increased their share repurchase authority by $2 billion, bringing the total to $9 billion. Additionally, they've raised their quarterly dividend by 5% to $3.45 per share, marking 23 consecutive years of dividend increases.
That's impressive. And what about their backlog?
They reported a record backlog of $179 billion, which is more than 2.5 years of sales. This underscores the strong demand for their products and services and provides a solid foundation for future growth.
Operational efficiencies and future outlook. Lockheed Martin is ramping up its production capacity. What are the key drivers behind this decision?
The company is responding to unprecedented demand, particularly for their F-35 program, where they've delivered a record 143 jets through Q3. They're investing in both digital technologies and physical production capacity to meet the defense priorities of the U.S. and its allies.
And how does their outlook for 2025 look?
Lockheed Martin has updated their 2025 sales outlook to a range of $74.25 billion to $74.75 billion, with an EPS outlook of 22 to 22.35 cents. This reflects their confidence in continued strong demand and operational efficiencies.
Segment performance and risks. Let's delve into the performance of Lockheed Martin's business segments. How did they fare this quarter?
The aeronautics segment saw a 12% increase in sales, driven by higher F-35 program volumes. Missiles and fire control sales rose by 14%, thanks to ramp-ups in missile programs. Rotary and mission systems remained stable, while the space segment grew by 9%, supported by strategic and missile defense programs.
What risks should investors be aware of?
Key risks include reliance on U.S. government contracts, potential budget cuts, and geopolitical factors that could impact international sales. However, Lockheed Martin's strong backlog and strategic initiatives position them well to navigate these challenges.
Key takeaways. In summary, Lockheed Martin has delivered a strong performance in Q3 2025 with significant sales growth and a robust backlog. Their strategic initiatives and shareholder returns highlight their commitment to long-term growth. John, any final thoughts?
Lockheed Martin's ability to exceed EPS expectations and their strategic investments in production capacity and technology bode well for future performance. Investors should keep an eye on their execution of these initiatives.
Thank you, John, for your insights. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Lockheed Martin's performance in the comments below.